What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming, giving you a TLG reacts in place of Tasty Cast. We actually had kind of a hectic weekend, and due to scheduling reasons, we were not able to get everyone together to do Tasty Cast. We'll make it up later this week. We got Tasty Tuesday. I'm sure we'll put something else out during the week as well. But today, I'm going to be reacting to a trailer for a game that I'm curious about, the Dark Pictures Little Hope official reveal trailer. Now, this came out about 6 days ago, but I did not react to it. I haven't even watched it yet. Anybody who follows the channel regularly knows I had my issues with the Man of Medan, as I thought it was one of the worst games, top 2 worst games of 2019. But I played Until Dawn, and actually liked it a lot. So, I'm kind of on the fence here. As I've said before too, I'm willing to give these guys another chance. One game that I thought was pretty bad isn't enough for me to go, okay, well, they suck. They had a good game before that. So I'm hoping that Dark Pictures Little Hope will give me a little bit of hope in what these guys are doing. And then I'm going to read some of you guys' comments. I don't get behind on that. This week I've been very behind. I just realized I don't have a fucking beanie on. That must be weird for you guys, huh? I don't want to get behind on the comments because I have been this last week, because this last week has been very busy for me. Before we get on to into all that, quick reminders to download and play Uncharted 4 and Durali 2.0, both offer for free on PlayStation Plus. Make sure to download those, play those, come back at the end of the month for Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of them. And our game of the month randomly picked is Jurassic World Evolution. This is a game I actually sat down and played quite a bit this weekend. I'll have a lot to say on that for game of the month, so make sure to come back for that as well. And also type in hashtag AskTLG if you want your comment to be considered to be on TasteCast for our reading your comment segment that I am doing right now. And yeah, we have a Discord link down below. You can talk to us anytime, all the time, and we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. So kind of talked about it already, but Little Hope is the next Dark Pictures game, something that they're calling this anthology series now. I think it's Supermassive that makes these. They don't have it listed on here like a bunch of fucking amateurs, but yeah. These guys made Until Dawn and Man of Medan, and the biggest thing I can even really say that's kind of like one of their key features to their games is they make story-driven, choice-driven horror games that look fantastic, great graphics. That's something I don't think is disputable. But yeah, this one seems to be taking horror to like a small town, kind of Silent Hill-esque maybe. Yeah, we'll watch this video and we'll fucking see what we think. And yeah, let's do this shit.
Peggy 18.
Who the fuck is Peggy? Yeah, Supermassive Games.
You survived the Man of Medan.
I did.
So no doubt you discovered that the legend had a glimmer of truth to it.
That didn't happen on my gameplay.
I wanted to show you this. Don't be put off by the title. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
What, Little Hope?
Anyway, the story of Little Hope will take you to a place that has a dark history. A place that, like many such towns in 1692, was gripped by the fear of witchcraft. It was a place where neighbor denounced neighbor. And it was a place where self-styled witch-finders dispensed the cruelest of punishments. So much death. The true question, of course, was whether the accused really did consort with evil, or was there a dark presence manipulating those who accused them?
Together, by God's grace, Little Hope will prevail.
Or perhaps it was something else entirely.
Oh god, it's Sid from Toy Story.
And find out you must if you want to stay alive and keep those around you safe.
What is that?
One thing you will certainly discover is that all that suffering, all that malice, leaves a profound effect. It creates repercussions. There are always repercussions.
It's hot as fuck. See, I don't want
See
to.
you soon.
Maybe in Little Hope, maybe somewhere else. It's inevitable.
I guess. Summer 2020, so that's coming out pretty fucking soon. See, this looks cool to me, but I also thought Man of Medan looked pretty cool. I even played it at E3 a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is pretty neat. I just don't have context, so that's why it doesn't make sense. And then I played it, and I was like, oh, that's why it doesn't make sense. The game just doesn't make fucking sense. But yeah, one thing about Man of Medan is like it had the perfect setup. It had a really interesting story outside of the characters and their dialogue. It had everything that it needed to be a good horror game, and they just kind of fucked it up by horrible storytelling and horrible characters, and their dialogue was just atrocious. So I'm watching this. I think the story sounds interesting. I like the whole like witchcraft. Who was actually in the wrong? Were they actually witches? Was there something else driving people to do this kind of thing? That sounds cool. It sounds intriguing. That sounds like something I would definitely be into checking out, and I will. I'm going to check this game out. I'm hoping it's good, but then again, you know, how bad is the dialogue going to be? How bad is this interesting story going to be told? How inconsistent will it be from point A to point B on trying to tell this story, which is all things I ran into problems with Man of Medan. I mean, Until Dawn had its issues too. A lot of the characters were dorky, but they felt more campy. The dialogue was bad in some places, but again, it felt more campy bad. I almost felt intentional, whereas Man of Medan felt like they didn't know what they were doing. They fucked up. Like, whoa, what happens next? Just do this. Okay, what does he say? Well, he's like the party guy, even though he doesn't really play that off very well, but he's supposed to be like the party guy, so he'll just say something about beer or girls or something. It's just so fucking lame. But yeah, so you know, Until Dawn had its issues, but altogether I enjoyed the experience. I thought the story was interesting too. I don't know if I should spoil a game that's been out for fucking years at this point, but the subject matter is something that you don't really see a whole lot of people touch on when it comes to horror. So I really enjoyed that, and I also thought Man of Medan had a story that I haven't seen in a movie. This maybe we don't know, but for the most part, what I'm seeing of it sounds interesting. Sounds like at least not necessarily the story writers are top notch here, unless they got someone new in here. But the people thinking up these stories, at least the ideas, I think are pretty good. So overall, I think this looks interesting. I'm definitely going to try it out because I'm hoping for the best. And yeah, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's scary. And hopefully, at the very least, it's from point A to point B. Like playing it through, it's going to be consistent in storytelling and fun and have cool choices. All in all, I am interested in this game still. I will be playing it. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the dark pictures? Little Hope. What did you think about the trailer? Did you think it was a good trailer? The trailer's okay. It was fine. In my opinion. Did you play any of the prior Dark Pictures games, Man of Dan or Until Dawn? What did you think of those games? Did you like them? Did you not like them? And yeah, let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to the Dark Pictures, Little Hopes in the comments below. And then, yeah, I wanted to read your guys' comments real quick because there's no Tastecast and I didn't get to do that. So, first off, I did an episode playing Half-Life Alyx called Half-Life Alyx is Wild, where I played for about 3.5 hours doing VR. And overall, I love this game. I think it's fantastic. I really enjoyed playing it. I'd like to play it some more. I actually stopped playing it because I was getting a little sweaty in my room playing this shit. and I got to a point where I finally died trying to do something that just did not work out for me, and I was like, well, that's a good time to stop. So I got a comment. Most of the comments, if you watch this video, will be in the video. I had people hanging out with me while I played, which I appreciate. Thank you for hanging out. But I got a comment from Gargs92. Is it on screen? It is on screen. It says, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like it deserves the overwhelmingly positive review score that it has on Steam. Both Boneworks and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners have better gameplay VR-wise, in my honest opinion. But I guess if you slap a Half-Life logo on it, people lose their shit. Don't get me wrong, amazing game and by far the greatest graphics in VR title. Just not really the 10 out of 10 it has at the moment. I get where you're coming from, for sure. I like Half-Life. I don't love Half-Life. I'm one of those people. So it sounds like we're kind of on the same page. I do think it is fantastic, though. I think when it comes to AAA development in VR, this is the pinnacle of it. You already mentioned the graphics, and I agree with you. They are amazing, for sure. Gameplay-wise, it is better than a lot of VR games, I think. But you bring up Boneworks and Saints and Sinners, both games I have not played yet. I'm told I should. I actually picked up both of these recently, so I will be playing them. I hear that the gameplay in these are much better. But as it comes to, like I said, AAA experiences, getting an experience you would expect out of a AAA game that's not VR, I think Half-Life Alyx is the furthest we've come when it comes to that experience, and for that, I think it definitely deserves points. 10 out of 10, I agree. So far, what I've played so far, I don't think I'd give it a 10 out of 10. That's a pretty fucking high rating. But I do think it deserves something higher, just because it is, when it comes to the whole spectrum of VR games, it stands on its own quite a bit. Outside of the couple games you've mentioned, and I've heard like 2 others, gameplay-wise, that may exceed it or at least match it. I don't think they'll match it in the sense of just how bold this game is in its development, and the future of VR looking more and more viable through what Valve did with this game. It shows me that other AAA developers could make these fantastic experiences and possibly what are you doing, computer? And possibly just follow what they're doing and make these experiences that obviously have been well received. That 10 out of 10, I do think it's a little high. No, IGN, Dan Stapleton, a guy I've talked to on Twitter, he's not very pleasant, but neither am I if you talk to me a certain way. He gave it a 10. He made a big deal out of how he gave it a 10. Even then, I was fucking skeptical. I was like, 10? It's a 10? That's... And again, it's Half-Life, and I hear the ending's fantastic. I haven't beaten it yet, but yeah, it's great. I think it's fantastic. I think you have good points, yeah, I have to wait and see when I beat it. But so far, I like it a lot. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 either. I feel you, and I do think that the Half-Life logo does add some of that, for sure. So, thank you for the comment, Gargs92. And then we did an episode talking about Final Fantasy VII is here. Let's talk about it, talking about our impressions without spoilers. So if you're afraid to watch that episode, we don't talk spoilers in it. Well, we talk about a couple things that were in the original game, but nothing new, nothing of the new game. So you're safe watching that. And yeah, we talked about our thoughts on it. So we got a bunch of comments, mostly coming from people that that's a good hashtag. Kind of people wanting to talk about Final Fantasy VII, which was expected. It's the high profile game of the year so far. So jumping in real quick, we got Psycho Scream with Final Fantasy VII R. I love all the character models and interactions. For Cloud, I use a counter stance almost exclusively, and the other stance for moving around. If Barrett is in my party, I use him for casting healing, and others as backups to heal. I too found myself questioning the structural stability of the upper plate, always looking up and gawking at the detail of it from the ground floor. Agreed. This is something we talked about as well. Like just being able to see the way it's rendered now, you get this sense of like just how massive the structure is and how much you're like, this is kind of shoddy. I don't know if we should be under this or if people should be on it. So I'm glad other people are doing the exact same thing. I do the same thing with Baird as well. I use him as pretty much like kind of like a tank healer type guy. I just let him kind of hang out in the background, fucking heal. So I'm doing something similar. Character models interactions, fantastic, yeah. And let's see, what was the other part? Counter stance is a good one. Yeah. So thank you for the comment. And also Psycho Scream. Is that Chris's dirty laundry behind him? Unprofessional. This is something that I said we'll address this on the show. I will ask Chris next time he's on the show about this, because I didn't even notice it when we were talking to him, and then you said it. I looked back there. I was like, oh, can't believe this. I can't believe this. Doc Mo says, I apologize for the rather vulgar nature of my comment. I just have no idea how to convey it. Did you have a different comment? Uh-oh. Oh, he edited it. What was the original? Okay, I apologize for the rather vulgar nature of my comment. That's fine. I mean, unless you're saying certain words that just are unneeded in 2020. I mean, I speak pretty vulgar myself. I just have no idea how to convey it any other way. This game looks like someone nutted in a nice woman. Okay. And they raised a beautiful love child together. The attention to detail is insane. I saw two NPCs bump into each other for checking out Aerith. Tifa's nips get hard in shittier weather, and the background detail is insane. None of the realism was needed, but they give it to us. This game is a work of art. I agree with you. The game is a work of art. I'm loving it so far. I'm still only like 10 hours into it. I've been fucking busy this week. Oh my god, I hate it. And that is quite the way to explain the game and its detail and just how great it is. It's an interesting way to put it, but I'll give it to you. You did it. You fucking explained it in a way I would not expect, but not too vulgar. It's not the worst thing in the world. So thank you, Doc Camo. Amelia Cho says, this is my first Final Fantasy game, and I loved it. The story was great. The characters, I didn't have any problem with the writing itself. I had problems more with the technicalities and gameplay segments at times. The reused bosses, the slow-moving sections that felt padded for time, the wonky camera and inconsistent textures. Still loved it, but really was a mixed bag for me with regards to what matters in a game. The combat was amazing and fun though, and how it uses subtle choice. Some of the later side quests, that was all amazing. Yeah, I haven't beaten it yet, but I've been hearing nothing but good things. I have heard a couple people though, after they've beaten it, sound less enthused by it, but still happy with it. So yeah, that's been interesting. But for the most part, a lot of people are also kind of like freaking out, saying like, "Oh my god, I can't talk about it, but I love it so much." Blah 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 blah. I just want to talk about it, but I can't. So, but this is a fair critique. First off, your first Final Fantasy game, I would definitely recommend going back and playing the original. Play Final Fantasy 15, play Final Fantasy, play all of them. They're all great. This one is definitely the most modern of them, but another one that's kind of similar to it is Final Fantasy 15 in gameplay. It's not the same, but it's similar. It's more action RPG feeling. But yeah, this is a great first Final Fantasy to play. It might set the bar so high that you might not. I don't know if you'll enjoy the older ones. Although the story of the older games are all different, unique, and interesting. So it would definitely be worth your while to check them out. Story's great. That's awesome to hear. I know the story from 7, but this one obviously has some new stuff to it. The characters are legendary. I mean, the characters from Final Fantasy 7 are legendary, and they've done such a good job with this one, expanding on them and making them feel even more robust as characters, which is awesome. But Reeves bosses, I haven't seen this a whole lot yet, although I believe it. Slow moving sections that felt padded for time, I can kind of see that seems to be one light complaint I keep seeing. Wonky camera, haven't had an issue with that just yet. Inconsistent textures, this is an issue. Hopefully they patch a fix in to a lot of people are on Xbox on Twitter are like, it's the fucking PS4 Pro. They'll be able to patch. They'll be able to fix that if they want to. They might not care enough. I don't know. But I did notice in certain areas, certain things loaded slower than others. So, And yeah, so it sounds like you thought it was amazing. You liked it a lot. First Final Fantasy, which is awesome to hear. But have your fair critiques. So awesome. And thank you for the comment, Amelia Cho. Keith says, how's the boss theme? My favorite video game music ever. Keith, the boss theme is awesome. And I know you're playing the game. You're probably further than I am. So you'll know by now. But yeah. Everything, all the music, every song is fucking fantastic. But you know this at this point, so yeah. Thank you for the Keith. Thank you for the question, Keith. Thank you for the Keith. Psycho Scream says as well, who the fuck thought it would be great to set Chernobyl on fire? This is a good question. This is something I brought up in the last Tastycast. I heard that Chernobyl had a fire going, and they were digging ditches to try and stop the fire because they don't want to get to the reactor because that'd be bad, obviously. So I mean, this is a good question. This is something that someone should be asking. Who the fuck thought it'd be a great idea to set Chernobyl on fire? Trying to figure it out, dude. It was Yegor. Jeremy Melendez, please stream and or upload gameplay of Final Fantasy VII. Would like to see some of your first time reactions to certain events. This is tricky, but I'm open to doing it. And I'm only, like I said, like 10 hours into the game. So if you can accept slightly into the game, not from start to finish gameplay, I'd be willing to do it. I can't stream a game like this. The reason I can't stream a game like this is the reason I have problems streaming sometimes. I need to be better at it. It's got to be a game that I can be able to play, interact with people, but not have to worry about certain things as well. So, like, if it's like a sandbox game, it's super easy for me to stream. If it's an MMO, it's super easy for me to stream. Some shooters, it's super easy for me to stream. If it's competitive, it's real hard for me to pay attention to chat and play at the same time. Anyone who knows me in real life knows that, like, I'm either playing well or I'm talking well. That's it. I can't do both. So, like, if I get into, like, a bickering match with someone on fucking online, which doesn't happen anymore, but, like, if I start talking to somebody, I'm gonna start playing worse. If I'm not talking to anybody, I play better. So my attention span is fucked. But I dedicated all my attention to the one thing. So if I'm streaming and I'm reading, I'm not gonna be playing as well as I normally do. And it's just I'm sure nobody cares watching, but it's just not as fun for me. But if I'm playing a story-based game or a game I'm just starting, it's hard for me to stream as well, just because I don't want somebody to come in and spoil it, whether on purpose or an accident. Someone might be excited and come in and go, whoa, hey, have you gotten to the part where this happens? And I'm like, fuck. Or yeah, when I'm doing the tutorial and someone's like, hey, fucking make sure to do this. I'm like, I'm still learning how to play it. Hold on a second. So games like this are hard for me to stream. But gameplay-wise, I would be open to doing a reaction thing. This is a game that so far my reactions have been emotional. A lot. Every time I get to a certain part, I'm just like, oh my god, I love it so much. So maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll do that. I will think about that, Jeremy, and thank you for your comment, and it's good to hear from you. Wade, how do you say your last? I'm assuming this is your last name. I don't know, but Saffield, anyway, he says, I'm always battling Hacker Man. I need Chevy and his box cutter to slice and dice the hacky babies. This is in reference to Wade plays a lot of Warzone, and Warzone has been full of hackers. They got rid of, I think, like, what was it, 70,000 or some shit, which is fucking insane, but there's millions of people who play it. So and Wade has been trudging through those hackers. He's battling Hacker Man. And yeah, Chevy's box cutter would destroy these hacky babies for sure. They don't stand a chance. So yeah, and we got to play that soon, Wade. So I know you play often, so let's do that soon. Thank you for the comment, Wade. Keep battling Hacker Man. We need you out there. Jeremy, how God, you told me how to say it. Miko. I can't fucking say it. How dare you, Seth? I was way more hype. Lucky you, I can't fight you. My country don't let me go outside. Yeah, they're keeping you. You know, when you're at the bar and someone's fucking like getting ready, like they're trying to puff up their chest, and their boys got to hold them back, and they're like, "Yeah, hold me back, hold me back. You're lucky. You're lucky. My boys are here." Your whole country's doing that. You're like, wait, did he say something about Final Fantasy 7? Your country's like, you need to stay in your house. Like, you're lucky my country's fucking forcing me to do this. Seriously, Final Fantasy 7 Remake is just wonderful so far. Great way to put it. I love everything. Square Enix surpassed my expectations, which my expectations are already really fucking high, and I kind of agree with you. It's better than I thought it'd be. It's mostly like the old game, but everything better, with way more detail and development, 100%. I love all the new area and quests they add for the remake. Bravo. And like you guys said, the music, it's so fantastic. Every time I ran in a new song, I just stopped playing, put my controller down, and just enjoyed the soundtrack. I am a 100% waifu Tifa lover. But they make Aerith way more interesting for me, personal opinion. She is so sassy and charming. I think I love her more than Tifa now. Uh-oh. You sound conflicted. If I had to pick, I think I am also 100% a waifu Tifa lover as well. I've always preferred Tifa over Aerith. They're both great characters, both great people, both beautiful people, if you can judge video game people. But yeah, Tifa when I was a kid, way more into Tifa. Still way more into Tifa. But Aerith's cool. She's cool for sure. So definitely charming. She's always the charmer. Tifa's just more down to earth. More Tifa. She's way more Tifa. So I'm with you 100%. And that soundtrack, I'm with you as well. Like every single song. I just walk in an area, hear the fucking song, I'm like, oh my god, it's so good. So yeah, bravo is a great way to put it. I still gotta play more. I gotta play more. This week sucks. I was like, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 7 this weekend. Didn't happen. It didn't happen. Sucks. And then thank you for the comment, Jeremy, as always. Psycho Scream says, so I got a lot of things to say about Final Fantasy 7, but also Xbox and Chernobyl. He's a well-rounded person. That's why we love him around here. Replace batteries every 2 weeks. Those are some great batteries. Even the great batteries only will last 2 days at best for gamers. Get rid of replacing batteries, Xbox. I agree with you. Not to go into this too far, but counter arguments. I have rechargeable batteries I bought before. I can bring those over. That's cool. Or I could buy the plug-in charge kit thing that Xbox sells for $15 and I can play for 36 hours off one charge. Hey, that's cool as well. So if it's $15, let's just fucking throw that in the box at the Xbox. And so that you just plug it in, and if you still have that and you're like, I don't like this, I like my rechargeable batteries, go back to do that. But selling it with fucking double A's in there, it's lame. Just fucking sell it with the recharge kit or rechargeable batteries, and if you really want them. But yeah, batteries. It's archaic. It's fucking. It's old school. You'd have a real big fucking real strong defense if Xbox came out with that rechargeable fucking battery. Not batteries, but like the fucking, I forgot what it's called, charge and play or the fuck kit. If it just came with that and they just tacked on the $15, everyone tells me it's only $15 I have to spend after I bought the fucking console. If it came with that and you had a battery you could fucking replace at any time, and it has a huge charge or a huge fucking playtime, way bigger than a normal controller, you'd win the argument. That's a great system at that point, but you gotta get it later. It's insulting to fucking go, hey, here's some fucking double A's, like it's 1990 fucking 4. Buy things that's gonna make this feel like every other modern console. I don't want to get into it. It's just, there's nuance to it. But yeah, I agree with you, Psycho, 100%. All right, guys. Well, thank you for the comments. Again, type in hashtag AskTLG if you want your comments to be considered to be on TastyCast. We love reading your guys' comments. I will definitely try and get Psycho's "Is that Chris's dirty laundry behind him unprofessional?" asked directly to Chris. We got to get these answers to these important questions. But yeah, make sure to type in AskTLG, hashtag AskTLG, to be considered on hopefully the next fucking TastyCast, whenever the fuck that happens. And yeah, quick reminder as well, I have another YouTube channel. It's called Tasty Senpai. It is a sister channel to this channel. I will be using it to get people to come over here, but I'm doing non-gaming related things for people who like what we do here. Oddly enough, there's people who watch this channel who don't even like video games, so that's a great compliment. Thank you if you're one of those people. But I wanted to do non-gaming related content and personal stuff over on the Tasty Senpai channel. I'll have a link down below, or I will comment from that channel in the comments on this video, and you guys can go over there. We did a video recently, me and Chevy, for a show I'm doing called What's Brewing. That is a beer review show. So we have What's Good, which is us trying out tasty fucking treats, snacks, and then we got What's Brewing, which is going to be trying out alcohols and reviewing them, and then I have all sorts of other shows I got planned over there as well. So check that out and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. I typically don't get fucking, hey, like and subscribe and blah, 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 fucking holla at your boy. But I want to grow that channel a little bit. I'd love to get some people from this community over there. We already have like 22 of you guys, so thank you, all the early adopters of that channel. And if you guys have suggestions on types of shows you'd like to see over there that's non-game related, or things you'd like to see us do on the shows I've already established, I want to do some spooky stuff. I want to like read about creepy events and read about alien shit, ghost stuff over there. I think that'd be fun. I'm a big skeptic, so it'll be coming from a different perspective, but that stuff's always really fun for me. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts here or over there. But yeah, make sure to check out Tasty Senpai. It is a sister channel to Tasty Loot Gaming and will serve Tasty Loot Gaming. But that's going to do it for this episode of TLG Reacts. As always, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out my streams, links down below. I stream on everything when I stream. I want to do more VR streams. I want to do some other streams. I got Cody and Josh playing on PC nowadays. Again, it's like the old days. So I want to do some streams with them, hopefully. And yeah, check that out. We have Discord link down below. You can talk to us anytime, all the time. We're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. And until the next episode, which will be for sure Tasty Tuesday. And then hopefully, maybe we'll just film a Tasty cast like in the middle of the week. I don't know. We'll do something. But yeah, until the next episode, have a good week, guys, and take it easy.